Hey folks, welcome back to another informational video with yours truly, Sam Healey. Today we're continuing our Imperial Assault foray into these different expansion packs that are out there. And today we're talking about General Sorin, the vicious tactician. And boy, he brings a lot of power and punch to your armies if you have droids and vehicles in them. Let's take a look. And so this is what comes in the General Sorin Vicious Tactician expansion pack for the Imperials. And basically, General Sorin, I honestly don't even know who he is. But apparently he is a vicious tactician, and many of the cards that he has in his pack kind of lends itself towards that. He's all about bombardments and explosive firepower and all of this other kind of stuff. So relentless, ruthless, whatever you want to say here. Basically, General Sorin here, he can either stun, become focused, or cause 1 extra damage on a surge. He can take an action to use his bombardment ability. It says, choose an adjacent friendly figure. That figure may interrupt to perform an attack. The attack gains blast 1 damage. So that's a pretty nasty ability. Advanced firepower down here. He always, adjacent friendly droids and vehicles can use your surge abilities. So that's pretty cool too. Any droids or vehicles that are next to General Sorin can use his surge profile. So that's pretty cool. He's 7 health, 4 speed, uses blue and yellow dice for attack and a black one for defense. He only costs 8, which is kind of expensive, but not really. He's expensive for his health, but really I think if you're spending him, putting him into your army, you're using him for his abilities rather than just being a health point tank or something to that effect. General Sorin's command card here is Optimal Bombardment. You spend 2 actions, choose up to 3 vehicles, droids, or heavy weapons adjacent to you. Each of these figures may interrupt to perform an attack, and each one gains blast +1. So that is incredibly nasty. If you can get this, it is expensive to put it into your command deck, but at the same time, wow, that's a pretty nasty card there. Fuel upgrade, it lets you use this at the start of a round. Until the end of the round, each of your vehicles gains +1 speed and applies +1 surge negation to his defense results. So that's cool if you're using a lot of vehicles and droids in your army. Here, Field Tactician, any small figure can use it. They can use one of their actions to choose a friendly figure within 2 spaces. That figure may interrupt to perform a move. All right, so that's specific. You can realign your forces a little bit by using this card. So that's pretty interesting as well. Also comes with 3 agenda cards. Armored Division basically lets you lower the deploy cost of one of your vehicles for that round. And then Explosive Shrapnel. You basically keep this card secret, and you play it when an Imperial figure is attacking, and you can, after you resolve the attack, if the figure suffered at least 1 damage, you apply an additional 1 damage, and that figure becomes bleeding. And then you take this card and discard it and shuffle it back into your agenda deck so it can come up again and again. Then you also have 2 skirmish scenarios that you can go through using the maps that are included. Along that line, this did come out with the same Return to Hoth expansion pack, so the maps are going to be using map tiles from the Return to Hoth expansion. So that's needful to understand. Here's your skirmish map, and then your campaign map on the other side. Both maps use tiles from the Return to Hoth expansion. So you'll have to get that one first in order to be able to use these guys. So that is it. The model I was less than enamored with. I thought it was a really boring pose. The figure on the outside of the box, the drawing, had a really cool pose where he was like yelling, barking orders, and he had his gun out and he's waving it around. But here he's just basically, would you like a spot of tea before we go to battle? You know, I don't know, a boring pose for a model, but there's good detail, so probably be easy to paint. Anyway, that's what you get in General Sorin's Vicious Tactician. So that's the General Sorin expansion pack, and boy, does he really pack a wallop with your droids and vehicles, allowing you to do a lot of really cool things with them. Now, I mean, Optimal Bombardment, that is a huge card. It's expensive to put into your command deck, yes, but at the same time, man, does it pack a punch, especially if you have a lot of droids and vehicles in your army. So that's a pretty cool thing himself, General Sorin himself. He's kind of expensive because you're paying a lot of points for him to include him into your army, and then he has low health, but his special abilities is what really makes him worth your while as far as adding him into your army. So there's a lot of cool stuff in it, but at the same time, you do have the caveat that you need those map tiles from Return to Hoth in order to play the maps that come in his expansion pack. So I've said it before, I'd rather prefer more autonomous expansion packs, but I get it, okay? Everything comes as a package, so that's, you know, just, it's out there. You need the Return to Hoth map tiles in order to play the maps that are in this expansion pack. But, hey, I'm just giving you the information that you need to make a better purchase. So with that being said, that's what you get in General Sorin's command pack. We'll see you on the flip side, y'all.